now he's completely disconnected. The Airshow, well, the airplane might as well be a manhole cover at this point. Round and round he's going, but he's not flying. The wings aren't helping a bit. He's just falling. He's got to get the nose down. He's got to get the wings connected again with the right angle of attack and ready to go. There, it's now connected, and he's a safe distance from the ground, and that's pretty dramatic for an opening. Chuck Coleman in his extra 300. Chuck is an aerospace mechanical degree from the University of Michigan. He's an FAA licensed airplane power plant. He just loves flying test missions. And he's done an awful lot of that world with scale composites and others in the industry as he launches now high above us and squaring things off. I'm going to bring Victoria in at this point because I think it's a good tie-in with a man who knows a thing or two about test flying. Not on the level of Victoria's husband, because she was married to General Chuck Yeager, and we have so much celebrated here this weekend. Supersonic Corridor named after the team he was a part of now, and he had the courage to get into that little X1 and go for it. And you've got a new book out now called 101 Chuck Yeager Isms. Can I read just one? I can't open a page and not either be inspired or laugh out loud. Number 27. There wasn't a picture until they erected a statue of me, Chuck Yeager. This is a pretty special weekend for you, isn't it?
It is absolutely. So thank you very much to the U.S. Air Force for inviting me and also for honoring General Chuck Yeager and the X-1 team. You know, when he was getting into that X-1, that all the experts thought that he and the airplane would blow apart into a million pieces. On the 7th powered flight, he lost effectiveness in that horizontal stabilizer and came down and said, "You can't do it. And the engineer said, "You got a manual trim tap while you're being shaken all over the airplane." Now, when we go through supersonic now, it's pretty darn smooth. You don't even know you're doing it. But then it was shaking all over the place, and they did the trim tap. So when the 8th powered flight, he went and they tried it on a curve, on a turn, so that straight level, he knew what would happen. And he came down and said, "Jack, we got it made." And on the 9th powered flight, after breaking a couple of ribs, he got in the airplane anyway, and he got up there and he went through the sound barrier, and he called out, "This Mach meter is screwy," because it was classified, so he couldn't say anything. So those were the words he said to those guys.
Screwy was the code word. We've done it.
Yes, exactly. he was, one of my favorite isms is, the first time I saw a jet, I shot it down. But I promise you that was during the war. And then other thing the greatest aviators ever, he said the most experienced pilots are the best pilots are the most experienced. They lived through their mistakes. So even Chuck Yeager made mistakes, but he lived through them and learned from them. So all you pilots, thank you so much for honoring General Yeager.
Well, the book is available here as well, 101 Chuck Yeager Isms. It's also available on Amazon or wherever you get your books, really. And I'm going to enjoy this on my flight home tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Rick.
Thank you. Victoria Yeager, ladies and gentlemen, please give her a round of applause. General Chuck Yeager, of course, in the history books forever. His legacy lives on. Chuck Coleman performing for you right now, though, in his extra 300, as we continue to watch him fly these impressive aerobatics. Scales Composite, Virgin Galactic, the Spaceship Company, Toyota Aerospace, McDonnell Douglas, BD Jetcore, Vision Air, and so many others too, and Paramount Pictures, of course, training the actors to fly aerobatics. And as he continues to fly above us in these aerobatics that he can teach you in, not just the actors, some of the Thunderbirds are arriving. Judy, the officers, some of the officers, the technicians, and of course, 2:30, we hand things over to them. As Greg Collier underneath right now taxis in his beautiful T-33 Ace Maker, give Greg a nice round for a job well done. he's out of there flat around and he gets it all pointed in the right direction again, the wings connected and flies up.
I like that.
At 300 horsepower and only 1,400 pounds of airplane. That's all there is. So you can see, and it's got a great roll rate. It's designed and purpose-built to fly aerobatics. And fly aerobatics is what Chuck loves to do. Unusual altitudes. And you can talk to him about doing this very thing. And the hooks will go in deep. If you're already a pilot, that makes it a little bit easier. He'll help you get started too. He knows a lot of people, as you can imagine. He's well connected. And it's great to have him. Aerospace Valley, where he's flown so many hours. He's waving to you now as only he can in that airplane. Knife edge and playing with the rudder. That's just crazy stuff. And it makes it look so easy. But a nice wave to you from the air.
And connecting us to the Top Gun movie, of course. The fact that we have Dark Star here as well, and the Lockheed Martin story, it all fits together because everything
Really begins here at Edwards Air Force Base. The slow roll is probably one of the hardest maneuvers all the way across. The airplane has lots of drag on it and it wants to lose altitude, but he begins and ends at the same altitude and peaks right at center stage. So that's
pretty precise flying. And again, some of the easiest maneuvers are actually the hardest to do.
And we'll get Chuck now back down on the ground.